are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's quickly out wide to Davis.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Caldwell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Bills at 9-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Cook. is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right.
Khalil Shakir.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKinney. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
That'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, they'll run with the longer.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Well, he's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Allen to throw it. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown, Bills.
James Cook,
23 yards for the touchdown.
and the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go right back to the Wangu.
And some room to maneuver.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll drop the throw. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Caldwell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. A final shot before half for Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen
has his man. It's Shakir.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now Allen uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last year. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. To the air, Allen steps away to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Allen now on third and goal. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One quarter remains here in Week 16. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Allen going to throw. Trying to find Caldwell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Allen again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Throwing is Allen on third.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Allen. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. So Allen's going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that is caught by Caldwell. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one